What is up, my dudes, and that one girl who also needs to start her Saturday morning with a coffee? Yeah, I'm tired today. This is Bikes, Beers, and Brews. Let's kick that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we kick this one off, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. New videos are coming weekly. You ring that bell, you know when they drop. Let's get the other stuff out of the way. Want to save 10% on a Cardo communicator or save some money on some Beyond Riders gear or on some Hogworks gear? Then you should definitely check my referral links down below. Want to support me and all my do-gooderness like these cool guys here? Boom! You should become part of the Brew Crew and join the coffee page down below. Want to know why I'm asking you for money? Well, next to those 10,000 Amazon affiliate links that also go to a good cause is a link explaining what I do with your money. Get it, got it, cool, let's move on. Alright guys, so today we are doing the second day, for us at least, of the 22 and 22 veteran support ride. I am incredibly early. We're at Precision Harley. Came down here when I was trying to break in my bike a few months ago, so here we go. And we're gonna park, drink some coffee, have a breakfast, do whatever these guys do. I don't know, man.
All right, so we're at Precision Harley. Let's go find Mr. McStash and say hello, see what's going on. We're back with Mrs. McStash. And we're also back with people on the other side of the camera that think we're filming them, but we're not. Later on, we're going to explain to them how camera lenses work. But it'll be pretty awesome. Mr. McBeard's behind me doing Mr. McBeard stuff. So, Mr. McBeard.
Yes.
When you're not playing Pokemon Go, what do you plan on doing today on the 22 ride?
I play Pokemon Go. Everybody plays Pokemon Go, don't they?
I'm trying. I know this sounds like a joke, but I found it on his phone.
Yes, actually, Pokemon Go was started to be the biggest mapping system in the world. So all these little Pokemon Go players going around taking pictures are actually putting input to a mapping system. So you can use GPS on your phone.
I'm so sad right now. I'm so sad. And the other fun thing.
Look, Yoda boy.
Where there's another fun thing I've discovered today. Let's go take care of this. Yeah, you got to see this. This is awesome. So this is Mr. Dunn. Mr. Dunn, say hello.
Hello.
Mr. Dunn just asked me what my shirt meant. Mr. Dunn, have you taken the time to figure out what my shirt means yet?
Apparently, I now know what that means. Apparently, I don't partake in the particular activities that is describing.
Well, I mean, not many people do. How many people have a stepsister that gets stuck in a wash machine or under a couch or in a window? You know, it's a rare thing, but when it happens, there's only one way to get her unstuck. And, you know, this shirt explains it all.
Absolutely.
Hey, we're going to head out back and we're getting a shop tour of Precision Harley. From what I understand, they dropped a lot of money, redid this place, the machine shop, all that, made it look really cool. So let's go check it out.
So this is what Precision is all about. This is why we call it Precision. We do heliac welding, 10-inch lathes, valve grinding, 3-axis CNC, 2-axis, honing machines, you know, if you want to rebuild your connecting rods, boring bars, 14-inch lathe. This guy here, my buddy Tony, he's a frustrated musician, so this is his main gig now.
So he's a bass player?
I don't know. I never asked. What did you play?
Guitar.
Yeah, but bass or...
Bass
I
guitar?
play some bass, but not anymore.
I never questioned him on this. Do you sing?
No.
So we do porting a few different ways. CNC porting and manual porting. Tony is the manual porting guy. And the finish on these heads, we just surfaced them, are so nice that we don't want to scratch them.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, pretty.
wow.
Yep.
That's a diamond bit we use in these things. So this is what we're known for, doing this kind of hot rod work, you know, Kibbolite valves and new guides and seals. And people bring us in a lot of stuff. Here's some hot rod shovel heads. Any of you guys ever play with shovel heads? Nah. So there's an oil return hole here, but he bored it out for big bore cylinders, and he's returning the oil externally now. So I welded those shut. Now we'll have to surface it like that. You know, we've got those under. But people bring us in a lot of stuff. We do a lot of M8. That's our bread and butter. But we do all the old stuff. This machine here we're very proud of. This machine does all of our valve seat work. This single point cutting bit does all the different angles. So these heads here, oh, it's still warm. Feel that. I want you to feel it. See?
Yeah.
We're not messing with your mind.
Yeah.
You know. This is what CNC porting looks like. We put it into a machine. Each one comes out the same way. And now we're gonna recut the valve seats. We put new guides in. We have to take the valve guides out in order to port it, but we get big power out of this stuff, and that's what everybody needs. They all need more power, you know.
Now, what would you need to do to make my Pan Am get 200 horsepower?
Your Pan Am, that's a tough one, but I'm going to give you a good answer. My godfather, his name is Short Block Charlie. Look him up on the internet.
Birth name?
Oh, Charlie Lawler.
Oh no, I just assumed that was his birth name.
Oh no, his family calls him Charlie. Most people call him Short Block Charlie. You can find him on the internet. He is a cylinder head porting guru. He's nationally known. He loves hanging out with us. He's got to come and spend the summer with me, he says. Well, I have to feed him. It ain't that easy, you know. He has to eat. But he is the Pan Am guru. He's one of the only guys out there doing Pan America cylinder head work. But he's very much into racing and all that stuff. So if you want to hop one of these up, get hold of me this summer. Ultrasonic cleaning. Any of you guys got a Rolex or a gold chain you want to throw in here for demonstration? Not right now? Okay. Here's something interesting right here. That's a chrome exchange. Years ago, before you could buy these parts already chromed, the customers would bring me their unchromed part. We would trade it for a chrome one, and they'd pay just for the chrome plating, and I'd repeat the process. So that's glass feeding right there. That in the corner, it's hard to see. That machine's a big dust collector. That's where Tony does all the hand porting. We have a little bit of metal cutting going on over here. You see the spokes? You know, there's usually 40 spokes in the Harley wheel. I lace them through the wheels in the corner. Lionel, our air compressors in the corner. We hold like 500 gallons of air up top with an air dryer. Those are all exhaust systems all the way around. But we keep more stuff. We have stuff all over the place. That's our other building next door. We store parts by part number, by size, by category, because you can't fit all this stuff in the parts department. This is baking soda blasting. Baking soda is water soluble. Glass bead is not. We're very selective about what we will glass bead. If you want to blast a part that comes into contact with your engine oil, I suggest baking soda. Some guys, you know, in this process they call it vapor honing, vapor blasting. It's water and media mixed together. And you know, some guys are doing this and they're advertising it and they're still using glass bead. If you get glass bead into an oil galley or a galley on your carburetor, how are you going to get it out? So after we blast it, we rinse it down with water and it dissolves. So you know those warm heads that we were checking out in the other shop, those warm, that they just came out of the machine here. This machine is kind of like the ballet, you know? You put the head in here and everything's turning. They call this a 5-axis machine. Rottler, they specialize in the automotive world. There's a lot of great machines, but the software on this stuff is automotive-based. And everything we have is automotive-based. There's nothing special for motorcycles. We have to adapt it. This machine here, we gave it a good workout the other day. We bored, I think, 26 pair of cylinders a lot of cylinders in a 24-hour period. We put the fixture in, it knows the center of each hole, and it just automatically bores. So instead of using the quick-way boring bars, the quick-ways, they can take like 30 thou out max in a pass for on big bore stuff. I would only use the quick-ways now if we're doing a weirdo random pair of cylinders or the machine's fixtured for something else. But when we're doing volume, we use this. If we want to bore the cases out for the big bore, which a lot of shops don't promote because they don't bore out the cases, we just put the cases on here. It's held on with my little wing nut. These hold tools. See in the Lazy Susan? There's the Lazy Susan here and there. We just put in the tools we need. It does the job automatically. We walk away from it. It bores and decks and chamfers a pair of cases in like 30 minutes. It's fantastic. Nice. These machines are all college educated, unlike me. We load the cylinders in. Again, all of our tooling, the tooling is all homemade. So these are car things. So we fabricated this riser. It has a rollover fixture if you want to tilt the coolant, drip the coolant off it. But anyway, we fabricate these torque plates made out of aluminum, which is very expensive. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Last time I bought a piece of plate like this, I think just one piece was like 600 buckos. All right. So here's why here's a few reasons why you might want to come here for a royal honing, okay? In production, you can't do what we do. You'll go out of business. I'm not saying we're efficient. We get the job done, but look. You put the cylinder in, you put the appropriate gasket on, it all makes a difference. You put the torque plate on. Aluminum, Harley-Davidson studs, Harley-Davidson bolts. We torque it down using the Harley-Davidson sequence. Diamond honing head. I know that a few you guys measure with the micrometer or micrometer, depending on what part of Pawtucket you're from. You know the tenth scale? Tenths? This will hold 2/10, which is kind of hard to believe because it's very temperature sensitive, but over a 3.5 inch to a 4.5 inch bore to hold 2/10 in any direction, pretty impressive. This will do it. That's why we got it. Diamond abrasives. When it's done honing it, it'll automatically go to the next, go to the next, go to the next. Now here's a pretty interesting thing. If I had purchased the automobile adapter, and this was a V8 block, when it's all done with one bank, it would electronically roll the block over and do the other holes, but we don't do car stuff. I probably should. After we hone it, we give it a few strokes with a different material called CBN. So on the honing marks, you've got the valleys and the peaks. You know what that would be, right? And in the old days, they'd say, finish it to a 320 grit and give it a few strokes with a 600 grit. Mm-hmm. But now we use, it's called a profilometer, or a surface roughness gauge. Yeah. We hold this in the cylinder electronically. When I say stylus, like the needle of a record player. The stylus goes up and down and in or out. It measures the valleys and the peaks. If the valley is too deep, you're going to hold too much oil, it's going to smoke. Valley's not deep enough, you won't hold enough oil, you're going to have trouble. That peak, that's where your piston ring contacts. You need it for the heat transfer. You need it to control cylinder leak down. You know what? Look, here's the bottom line. Whatever we do, we try and do the best job we can. I'm not saying we're the best. I'm saying we put more than 100% effort and energy into everything we do. For every hour we bill out, we probably work on it for an hour and a half.
I got to say, I came in here to do the Let's Ride challenge a few months ago just to check in. And I really thought that this was just kind of like a small mom and pop shop. See?
Wait a minute, whoa.
It
It is.
I mean,
I'm the daddy.
It is.
Mommy's out there. The baby's over there.
I thought you maybe had that sales floor and a little shop right here. So seeing all this is just nuts. This is crazy.
No, but you know what?
That's crazy. I mean, there's just parts.
How's that for motorcycle parts? Oh my God, this just goes on forever. This isn't even the only part of the second floor. We went by a different staircase before we came to this one. So there's a whole second building, and we're actually going over there right now. That's where they do all their dyno tuning, fun stuff like that. But Rich is going to give us a tour of that as well. So let's check it out.
If you know anyone looking for a used bike, help us out.
I was actually just texting my friend on some of the prices you've got on the two Pan Americas on the floor because he's looking for one. I was like, dude, this is a killer price. Get down here.
Listen to this. You have to understand, what I'm banging at. I have the best motorcycle warehouse. I have the best motorcycle salesman on Armistice Boulevard. I only have one bike salesman here. The customer's the best salesperson we have. They talk themselves into it. We just help them consummate the deal, But I don't want people to say they found it somewhere else for less money. They'll drive 2 hours out of their way to pay $3,000 more. I don't get it. Because these are our used bikes. We take them in trade. We buy them off people. We're definitely the used bike business. This is one of our shop bikes. This is Vitor's. So this bike's 147 cubic inch. He doesn't get a chance to ride that much these days because he's addicted to work.
Does he need me to take it out for him real quick?
Well, to blow out the catalytic converter at least. But you know what? He takes this bike he used to take it to the drag strip once in a while, just the way you see it, except the sissy bar will be on it. And just the way you see this bike will run at 10.5 with the GPS going, so he knows where he's going, at about 130 miles an hour. And this is a typical Precision Harley. Here's what we're not into. If you like it, you like it. We're not into them duck-ass rear fenders and saddlebags and 20-something inch wheels. We like bikes that'll go the distance. Go the distance. And these bikes don't need toolkits, On this engine, he has over 10,000 miles on it. So they're reliable. You won't find any tools in the saddlebags, not even a tire pressure gauge. Harley does make dirt bikes over here.
Long time ago.
If it has two carburetors and exhaust on the left, I like it.
Yeah.
We just lost an American racing icon on May 6th, I believe. His name was Mert Lawwell. If you guys don't know who Mert was, on Any Sunday, that movie, remember, On Any Sunday? No?
Any Given Sunday?
Yeah, something like that. The racing.
Yeah.
Well, he built less than 20 of these, I believe. And I'm fortunate to have one of them. And these are a few of our collectible bikes. We love collecting motorcycles.
All right, so like I was telling the guys at Precision, that was the owner, by the way. I didn't realize how big and intricate this place was the first time I came down. I am so impressed. I have such a new level of respect for Precision Harley. This place is awesome. Absolutely awesome. If you're in the Rhode Island area, come check it out. I have a very good feeling they'll treat you right. But all right, let's get on to the ride, shall we?
All right, so we are finally gearing up to roll out. I don't think there's a rhyme or a reason for the order, so I'm just gonna inject myself here. It's cool, it's cool. I just realized Mr. McStash has a little scrolling banner on the back of his bag. That's awesome. Yeah, I'd say we got a good little crowd today. All right, so I guess we are going to a military museum. It's supposed to have a bunch of like really old school stuff in it. So hang with me, let's go over, let's check this out. Let's have a good day, shall we? I'm starting to think we're doing like a four corners ride of Rhode Island because we've been riding for a little while now, and there's no way in hell Rhode Island is this big. We might be getting to our destination. I don't know. I don't even fully know what our destination is. Well, here we go. Here we go. We have achieved a destination. All right. Man, I hope they got drinks. I am thirsty. All right, guys. Catch up with you inside.
This is my dad.
Oh, okay.
My dad was submarines in World War II. They sank a whole convoy, so it had the broomstick on the plane. That was my dad. Yeah. So he was on the USS Plunger. Dad was first guy up, last guy down. When the Plunger went for repairs, you get assigned for U.S. permit. The Plunger went off raids off the ocean. 6 guys got killed by Jap Zero. He'd have been one of them. Have a dive horn too. Want to hear it?
Yes.
Okay.
So that place was very cool. A lot of history in there. If you're in the Rhode Island area, highly suggest you check it out. There's a lot of really cool historical memorabilia in there, as well as replicas, but overall, it's really nice. A lot of it's a personal collection too, and there's some great stories in there. Yeah, check it out.
And I'm going to be closing up this video soon because I just realized how loose this chin mount is. Oh man, I've not really played with this helmet in a while, with this camera in a while. So yeah, I've learned something, whatever. Nonetheless, I hope you all had a good time. Sound off in the comments, and don't forget to check the 22 and 22 site. I've definitely put the links in the last video and this video. I know I forgot to mention in the last video. If you can make a donation, please do so. It's for a good cause. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, share this video with friends, share it with family, share it with that one dude you know is like, I love to support veterans. Here you go, dude. Loves the stuff, trust me. I'll see you all on the flip side.